Cybersecurity in 2026 offers six-figure starting salaries, remote flexibility, and reliable job security for those who break in. Yet there's a massive disconnect. Millions of positions sit empty, while entry-level candidates face endless rejection emails. This bar chart illustrates the problem. We have 3.5 million unfilled roles, but 59% of teams report critical skill shortages because 88% of hiring managers now demand hands-on experience over academic degrees. The root cause of this rejection is how beginners approach the field. They treat cybersecurity as one massive generic job instead of a collection of highly distinct specializations. Employers in 2026 actively filter out candidates who memorize textbooks and collect certifications but lack verifiable hands-on skills. To bypass the no experience filter, you have to choose one specific track and build a targeted portfolio of proof for that exact role. The highest demand entry point for anyone starting from scratch is the Security Operations Center, or SOC Analyst. Forget the Hollywood image of fast-paced hacking. A SOC analyst spends their day investigating alerts, reviewing logs, and determining if network activity is normal or an actual threat. Getting hired requires specific technical skills. You need to know how to set up a security information and event management tool, a SIEM, in a homelab, and how to analyze the logs it generates. The trade-off here is clear. This path offers the highest probability of employment, but you need the patience to sift through hundreds of false positive alerts to find a real issue. Defensive security is investigative. You are gathering evidence and connecting dots across systems, whereas offensive security focuses entirely on finding a single point of failure to break in. Because it relies heavily on methodical investigation and pattern recognition, the SOC Analyst track remains the most viable gateway for people with zero prior IT experience. On the other side is the penetration tester, or red team track. This is offensive security, and it carries the allure of elite status. Warning tone: the technical reality is brutal. You must master advanced scripting, deep networking concepts, and pass grueling 24-hour practical exams like the OSCP. You get high prestige, but this path has the highest rate of beginner burnout and is rarely hired as a true entry-level role. If that sounds exhausting, there is a third option: governance, risk, and compliance, or GRC. This is the path for process-oriented people. GRC involves zero heavy coding. Your daily reality consists of mastering risk frameworks like NIST and ISO 27001, conducting audits, and writing security policies. Matching your career track to your actual personality, whether you are analytical, offensive, or policy-driven, is the only way you will survive the lengthy learning curve required to get hired. Once you pick your track, you have to prove you can do the work. A resume isn't enough. You need a portfolio. This checklist graphic outlines exactly what hiring managers are looking for in a modern portfolio. You need a documented homelab, custom GitHub scripts, and detailed CTF write-ups. Hosting a documented homelab on GitHub directly satisfies tech recruiters who prioritize open-source contributions. It shows you can build, break, and troubleshoot your own environments. The trade-off is time. Building this proof requires hundreds of unpaid, self-directed hours of configuring virtual machines, which is much harder than passively watching video lectures. You can speed this up by using AI as a sparring partner. It is excellent at diagnosing cryptic error logs and generating custom practice challenges tailored to your skill level. But relying on AI to write your code creates a false sense of competence. The moment a hiring manager asks you to explain your script in a technical interview, that illusion shatters. Demonstrable execution and the ability to manually explain your decision-making process is the only reliable shield against the industry skills gap. This flowchart maps your 2026 roadmap. Stop generalizing and commit to a specific lane. With zero IT background, follow Path A. Target the SOC Analyst track, Security Plus, and tryhackme. With IT experience, follow Path B. Pivot directly into cloud security and AWS or Azure certifications. Your networking knowledge gives you an unfair advantage. You already understand how systems communicate, the hardest part of securing the cloud. If you hate coding but excel at business logic, follow Path C. Go all in on GRC and certifications like CISA or ISO 27001. Your action plan is to study risk frameworks inside and out and understand how to prepare a company for an external audit. Certifications will get your resume past the HR bots, but a targeted portfolio and the ability to clearly explain system failures in an interview are what actually secure the job offer.